Okay, this video is mainly about reflection across the X and Y axis of a particular shape. So as you can see in there, I've got -10, -9, blah blah blah, all the way to positive 10 over this side. From 0, 0, which is the origin, where the X and Y axis intersect, going up towards 10 and -10 down here. The Y axis goes towards the sky. Now on the other videos I've explained this, so if you're not sure about that, please go back to these other videos. The X axis goes across. X makes a cross, so it goes across. Think of that. Our first coordinate is always the X axis, and if you get confused, X comes before Y in the alphabet. So I start at S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So X is always your first one. So for my first, and I'm actually going to zoom in a bit. Just make it a bit. So you'll be able to see this. So if my coordinate happened to be right there, and often it's labelled with a letter, and this particular one, I come across from the origin, 0, 0, and I come across 1, 2. So my first coordinate, my X would be 2, comma, and I've gone up, so the Y axis is 4. So where they actually meet is 4, positive 4. So 2, 4 would be my coordinate. If it happened to be down here. And again, I still come across the X-axis and I can see it's 2. So this is 2. But I've actually gone a bit below 0, 0, the origin. So it would be, where they meet, -3. So this would actually be -3. And so just a quick reminder of doing our plots. Now what I really want to look at is if we have a certain shape. So for example, if I have let's make it a rectangle. Here's my rectangle, or the start of a rectangle. Let's put this about maybe here. Now at the moment, you may not be able to see that this is a rectangle. And a rectangle is 2 parallel sides. This side is parallel to that side, and this side will be parallel to this side. Get my ruler, and we will just draw this. That one. That one. See, this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to that line. Next step is I want to label them. So I might just label this coordinate here, A, B, C, D. So in this case, I'll start with A, and I'll just put it over here. So A, I come across here, it's 1. I go up the Y-axis, and it's 3. So my first coordinate is 1, 3. So that's A. B, same deal. C and D. So B, come across, and it's 3. I go up, it's 2. So it's all positive at the moment. C, it's 5, 5. And D, come across from the 0, 0, which is the origin. I've got 3, 6. So 3, 6. So this is my particular shape, rectangle. These are my coordinates. The question is, if you get asked, reflect the shape across the X-axis. I have to figure out which one's the X-axis. It's this one, which basically means I need to flip this over the X-axis. If they ask you what is this shape across the Y-axis, this is the Y, That means this shape will be reflected across here, or flipped over here. And the way to do that, I'm looking at A. So A, I can see, you can see that I am actually one unit away from the y-axis. So let's just say I'm reflecting this across the y-axis. Here's the y, which means this one here should be here. You can see there's this much space is equal to that one there. So this would be my, we're label A. Okay? Right there. If I look at B, my plot was 3, 2, my coordinates 3, 2. In this case, if I flip this one over, I can see that I am 1, 2, 3 away on the positive side, but I know I'm going the other way. So I'm flipping this over. That means this shape would end up with 1, 2. That's not right, is it? Because there it is on 3. So I'd have to come across 1, 2, 3. I was right. Didn't look right, but it is. And this new, oh, actually I'll just flip them over first and then I'll put the new ones in. And this one here, I'll go to C. I can see that I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the x-axis. So now I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we see. And D, I can see I'm 1, 2, 3 across on this the x-axis. Now this one here, I can see I'm 1, 2, 3 across here, so I'll go 1, 2, 3. D. It's still probably not making sense until I actually draw it. So let's draw it. So if I go C to D, A to B, A to D, so now it's a bit like if I had a mirror. This is what you would actually see in the mirror. So my new coordinates for A, or my reflected rectangle, would be A, B, C, D. You can see A, I start at the origin, I come across -1. -1 would be my first one. -1, and I go up 1, 2, 3. So I'm in the positive 3. B is here. -1, -2, -3. And I go up 1, 2, positive 2. C, come across the x-axis, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And D, -1, -2, -3, correct. And it's at positive 6. And that's how you do the reflection across the y-axis. And these are the coordinates. So if I look at my original one, it was 1, 3. The reflected one is -1, 3. So here is for B, 3, 2. This one is -3, 2, because I've gone across the y-axis. C, 5, 5. You can see the difference is -5, 5. And then 3, 6 for D. This one is -3, 6. So that's across the y-axis. If I actually then reflected the shape across the x-axis, it would be in this quadrant here. So I'm just flipping it over here. In which case, just quickly, A, I can see that I am 1 across here. And how many up? 3. So I put, I need to come across 1. And I come down 3. 1, 2, 3. B, come across 3. And I'm going up 1, 2, so I come down 2. 1, 2. This is not looking like what I had originally thought. Where are we? -1. And here's that one. So what was that? This one here, C. I come across 5. And I've gone up 5, so it must be 5, negative 5. And D, 3, 6, so it would be, and I've got 3, negative 6 is here. Did I, actually I think something's not quite right here. B, A is, that was right, B is right, 3, 2, so it'd be across 3, down 2, that one should be here. That's looking better. If I join them all up, use it's the same shape, but it's been reflected across the x-axis. Okay, so my new coordinates here, this will be A, this one will be B, this one will be C, D. Yes. Okay, so C for this one would be this one here because it's flipped across. This one here is down here. So I flip that one across this new coordinate here. Make it super quick. A, B, C, D. A would be 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3. B would be 3, negative 2. What am I doing here? 1, 3. 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3. B would be 3, negative 2. Yeah. And C, 5, because I come across the positive way, 5 and then down, so it's going to be negative that one. 5, negative 5, and then D, come across 3, negative 6. So, reflected across the x-axis is this one here. This one here, across the x. It's this one, and across the y-axis is this one here. So this is your y-axis, x-axis. So across the y is that one, across the x-axis is that one. Okay, good luck to you and your family.